Hello. On behalf of Vista Higher Learning, I'd like to welcome you to our video tutorial on the Vista Higher Learning and Canvas integration. In this short video, we will go through how to link your Canvas course to your SuperSite course. We'll talk about how to sync your gradebooks. We'll talk about different types of deep links, as well as the modules versus the pages design. Let's go ahead and get started. Here I am on my SuperSite dashboard, and note that I have already created the class that I plan to sync with my Canvas shell. Remember, the course must be created on the SuperSite dashboard before you can link your site to Canvas. So I'm back over into my Canvas shell, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on the Launch VHL Central link. Remember, your Canvas administrator must set up the integration before you can link your courses. So when I come on over, you may be prompted to put in your username and password the first time, which I've already done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for my course to link. Now notice this course is already linked to a Canvas course, so I cannot link one Canvas shell to more than one section on the VHL SuperSite, nor vice versa. Only one Canvas shell can be linked to one VHL section. Here's my course to be linked, so I'm going to go ahead and link this one up. I'll click link, and I'm ready to go. Notice at any time I can unlink the course and relink them up. Now, when I first link my course, I am given the option to set up the grade sync between the VHL gradebook and the LMS gradebook. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. You'll see here that currently the gradebook is disabled. If I'd like to enable it, I'll just go ahead and click on Edit Settings. And now I'm going to enable the gradebook. When I choose to enable it, I have three choices. I can sync the cumulative grade at the end of the semester, I can sync lesson by lesson, or I can sync week by week. I'll choose lesson by lesson. I can always change this at any time. Now my gradebooks have been synced. I would like to reiterate that only lesson columns, cumulative columns, or weekly columns can currently be synced with the Canvas gradebook. Right now, you are not able to sync categories coming over from the SuperSite gradebook to the Canvas gradebook. Let's go ahead and come on over to modules. I already have my first module set up, and now I'm going to add a deep link. I'm going to click on the plus sign, and now I'll come over here and I'll click on External Tool. I'll come over here and I'll search for Launch VHL Central. I click on that, and now I'm presented with four different options. I can link to the VHL Central homepage. I can link to my current assignments. I can link to a specific activity, and I can link to a specific assessment. Let's go ahead and link students to the VHL Central homepage. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll scroll down. It says VHL Central Home. I'll just put an extra space in there. Now, you as the instructor have the option to have this load up in a new tab or stay within the same tab, which would be within the Canvas environment. I'm going to load this one in a new tab to show you what that looks like. I'll click Add Item, and there it is. Now, let's click on that link and see what it looks like. I'm going to be prompted to click on the Load VHL Central in a new window, and now my students are taken over to the VHL Super site. They would click on their book and go ahead and get started. Let's go back to the modules page and take a look at some of our other options. I'll go ahead and click on the plus, add external tool, search for Launch VHL Central, and now I'm going to link my students to their current assignments. I'm going to come down here and change the name to Week 1 Assignments. This time I'll have it stay right in the Canvas environment. So now my students will click here and they are taken right on over to their dashboard. They would go ahead and click Start and they are taken to their first assignment. Everything is housed right here within the Canvas environment. They'll click through their activities as they typically would do, and they're ready to go. I'm going to return to modules. I'm going to go ahead and add a new type of an assignment. I'll click the plus and it remembered where I was, but if it didn't, I would have gone ahead and put external tool and then clicked on the Launch VHL Central. Now this time I'm going to check a specific activity. And I think what I'll do is I'll link my students out to a virtual chat. So I click on link, click create, and now I think I will rename this Lección 1 virtual chat. I'm going to have that live within the Canvas environment, so I won't click on load in a new tab. I'll add the item, I'll come over here and click on it, and now even the notes that I have included for my students are right here and they are ready to go within the Canvas environment. Let's go ahead and return to modules and add an exam. So again, I click the plus, external tool, and I'm going to go ahead, click Launch VHL Central, and link to a specific assessment. So now I'll bring them to a lesson test. I've already assigned this within the Super site. I'll link here. Go ahead and change this to Lección 1 Examen, for example. Add my item. Now, when students click on this, they'll take their exam with all the specifications set, time frames, etc. Everything right within the Canvas environment. I'm going to go ahead and click on modules. And now I want to go ahead and place one of these links on a page within my Canvas shell. I'll click on virtual chat. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy this link from the URL. So I'll go ahead and copy that. Now I'm going to come on over to Pages. I'm going to create a page. I'll call it Virtual. I'll go ahead and title it Lección 1. I'm going to highlight it, click on the link to website URL. I'm going to paste that URL that I just grabbed from before, and I've made my link. Now I'll save it, and now when I click on this from a page, my student will be taken right to the virtual chat. So you can paste the URL links anywhere you'd like, in the modules, on pages, in a discussion board, a quiz, anything you'd like. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the grades look like. I'm going to come over to grades here and look at this. I have set up the grades to sync lesson by lesson. So all of my grades will appear right here once students start finishing them, and they will populate in my gradebook. Now, what if I've made a mistake or I need to change something? Let's go back over to the VHL Super site. want to take a look at my gradebook. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Grades and Gradebook. Look what I've got here. It says LMS Sync. So this is where I can come in and I can make any changes. And click on LMS Sync. I can edit my settings. I can disable the sync. I can change it to cumulative, week, or lesson at any time. What about if I've made a mistake with linking up my courses? When I come on to my VHL dashboard, you will have the option to look at LMS partner links. Now that will only appear once you've linked a course. So I can come into my partner links and I can unlink from here and relink back from Canvas. I hope you've enjoyed this short VHL and Canvas integration tutorial, and I wish you and your students the very best.